Okay, well, good evening, everybody. This is Tom with Novak Weather. With all this cold air, and it's really cold out, temperatures a good 10 to 20 degrees below average. I know people want snow because we're kind of wasting this cold air. And you know what? I think we've got some snow in the forecast for you. It's going to be a quick-moving system, but I think we got something for you as we head into Friday. But first things first, I want to tell you that this video is sponsored by Wealth Management Solutions. They're a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Now, they trust Novak Weather, and because of that, you should trust them. Because when you have the right financial advisor, life can be brilliant. So, again, thank you very much, Wealth Management Solutions Ameriprise, for sponsoring this video. It's really appreciated. Okay. Here are the 850 millibar temperatures. And now let's just go back in time here. This is as of this morning. And look at all this cold air that is over the upper Midwest. In fact, it stretches all the way up into northern Canada. In fact, all the way up to the Arctic Circle. And then all the way south into Texas. And we're talking temperatures in the lower layers of our atmosphere now at 850 millibars at a good minus 20, minus 21 degrees Celsius. That's pretty darn cold for this time of year. Now, watch what happens as we go through time. This is Thursday now. Look at how much warmer it gets here in the upper Midwest. So that's why we are expecting at least a push. It'll be a brief push, but at least a push of much milder air as we get into Wednesday and Thursday. But then watch what happens on Friday. We get another cold surge of air in our atmosphere, especially the lower layers of our atmosphere that starts coming down into the upper Midwest. And when it hits this warm air here that's over the central plains, you get a battle zone now that's developing, or at least should develop on Friday here over Montana and the Dakotas, and that could easily squeeze out a quick moving storm system. And then behind that storm system, we get a lot more cold air that plunges into the upper Midwest. So kind of a roller coaster ride in the temperature department, but long story short, we may get a storm system out of this if it pans out correctly. Now, looking at the jet stream structure, and let's just go all the way to Thursday, because I really want to focus on Thursday and into Friday, especially Friday now. This is Friday morning, and I want you to focus on this jet streak that's over eastern North Dakota, northern Minnesota. That's a 120-knot jet streak. And usually with a jet streak, you can get storm systems to develop. They like to develop near a jet streak, on the southern flank of a jet streak, and it looks like that's going to be right in our neighborhood as we go into Friday. And even the European computer model now shows almost the exact same thing that the GFS or American model shows. It shows a jet streak right across North Dakota and central Minnesota, maybe just a little bit further south than the GFS computer model. But again, storm systems like to develop, and this is Friday morning, they like to develop kind of on the southern flank or on the right rear quad of a jet streak. And that's right where the Dakotas, South Dakota, and southern Minnesota is located on Friday. Hence, the reason why we could potentially get some snow here in the upper Midwest. Now, the GFS computer model is showing a streak of snow. Now, this is from late Thursday into Friday. It's showing a streak of snow right now setting up over North Dakota and northern Minnesota. That would be a good 2 to 4 inch plus band of snow. So if you believe the GFS computer model, we wouldn't be in much trouble here in southern Minnesota. But looking at the European computer model, it shifts that snow band about 100 to 200 miles further south. So here it is, stretching from about Bismarck, North Dakota, on south to Mankato and then to Rochester, Minnesota, and that would include the Twin Cities metro. This would be about a 100 to 150 mile wide band of snow. So again, just depending on what model guidance you believe, GFS keeps it up over northern Minnesota and eastern North Dakota, and the European model keeps it over southern North Dakota, northeastern South Dakota, and southern Minnesota. So whichever computer model you're going to buy into is going to determine, at least where you believe or where we believe, forecasters believe, that snow is going to fall here as we get into Friday. But the screaming message is that it does appear that at least a quick moving storm system will develop, and it should drop at least a little bit of snow, and some of it accumulating over the upper Midwest. And it's something we need to pay attention to here over the next several days and try to hone in on exactly where that is going to develop. All right, stay tuned.